Number 6. Yes, Virginia. This special was presented by Macy's in 2009, and somehow the talk about this special sort of died down a bit. Based on the famous editorial in 1987, a little girl named Virginia decides to write a letter to the newspaper company called The Sun to find the one answer: is there really a Santa Claus? Well, to answer that question, it's not based on facts or anything, but instead beliefs. The best way to describe it, and the reason why it's on this list, is listening to the Sun's final answer about Santa being a symbol of all positive traits like hope, compassionate, love, and of course, belief. Which is why the Believe-A-Meter on the clock strikes a very strong connection to the story and Virginia herself. The special in general is pretty good, like the animation, and the Scraggly Santa is actually a three-dimensional character. If I would meet a special kid like Virginia, I would definitely say, yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus.
Thanks, Papa.
Number 5. A Pinky and the Brain Christmas. I love Animaniacs, I love Pinky and the Brain, and there's a reason why I love this special. The Brain created a mind-controlling doll called the Noodle Noggin. He plans to send the blueprints to the North Pole so the elves can make millions of them, while the Brain sends a hypnotic message to be ruler of the world. As a cartoon, this one is hilarious. A lot of slapstick and pop culture is what makes the show so great. But as a Christmas special, it is emotional. The cartoon obviously ended with the mice failing to rule the world, but with good reason. The Brain reads Pinky's letter, which is the running gag of the episode, which he found out all that Pinky really wants for Christmas is for Brain to have a Merry Christmas. Even if they're polar opposites, their friendship is inseparable. No matter how many times Pinky screws up, Brain is always there for him. And it pretty much leads him to an ultimate sacrifice. The Pinky and the Brain Christmas special. They're looking for a way to take over the world? Then this is the one special to rule them all.
The Pinky and the Brain, Brain.
Number 4. The Snowman. I heard about this for a while, but I'm surprised not a lot of people talk about it. A little boy built a snowman, but when the clock strikes midnight, the snowman comes to life, and they pretty much play around the house, fly into the air, wait a minute, what? And have a party with a bunch of snowmen and Santa Claus. Oh my, that is awesome! Now, this special doesn't have any dialogue to tell the story, it's mostly music telling the story. Whenever they mess around, we get a playful music. And whenever something big is supposed to happen, they build up the suspenseful music. But that's not the only thing worth mentioning about the special, it's the animation. Look at every detail of it. I am fully aware this was based on a children's book, but look at the drawings, movements, and expressions. The best animation in the special are the flying scene, and that's the only place where we get some dialogue. Only it's the boy singing about his flying adventure.
We're walking in the air.
This special has so much Christmas magic, it's really great. Join in on the ride and soar through the air. Number 3. Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas Special. Pee-wee Herman has become a big celebrity over the years, such as Pee-wee's Big Adventure, Pee-wee's Playhouse, and the Pee-wee Herman Broadway show. But you'll be surprised about how much Christmas celebration they brought into the show. Pee-wee is excited because tomorrow's Christmas, and he already made his list for Santa, which turns out to be a truckload. But as he celebrates, a lot of his friends start coming to sing Christmas carols, talk about other Christmas traditions, and give him a fruitcake. This may look like a regular episode of the show, but there's a lot of things that are happening in this special. They got some upbeat music, dancing, and even some big-time celebrities. Whoopi Goldberg, Little Richard, the Rubio Triplets, Magic Johnson, Joan Rivers, Oprah Winfrey, and more. And since it's Pee-wee's Playhouse, everything is full of energy. Everybody bouncing around, screaming, laughing. It's a lot of fun.
Snowing! Snowing! It's snowing! It's snowing!
Some of the jokes even have some good send-offs. The running joke where Pee-wee keeps getting a fruitcake ends up with him making a new room made out of fruitcake. That's ingenious. The characters are great, the celebrities are great. Pee-wee's Playhouse Christmas Special should be a Christmas special worth watching this time of the year. Number 2. Olive the Other Reindeer. This really was a thing. An enjoyable and memorable thing. A dog named Olive is listening on the radio saying what Santa's reindeer is injured, and Olive believes she's a reindeer because she misheard this one line on the radio.
Maybe somehow we'll make do with all of the other reindeer.
But the mailman wants to stop Olive from going to the North Pole because he is tired of delivering letters to Santa. For an anime special where all the characters are cardboard cutouts, there's actually some effort that went into the animation, like the CGI and the character animation. The characters are also memorable thanks to their quirky personality. Olive is Optimus, Martini is a sly penguin, the mailman is a slippery jerk, and the people down at the bar are rough yet compassionate. And let's not forget the songs in the special. They're upbeat, catchy, and nice to listen to and look at the same time.
But I'm always counting the days still remaining till Christmas.
We're not so bad. We're not so bad. We're really sweet and funny. We're not so bad, except for that bunny.
So Merry Christmas after all, to everybody big and small.
With a lot of effort, memorable characters, and songs, Olive the Other Reindeer will go down in history.
After all.
Now before we get to number 1, here are some honorable mentions. VeggieTales, the toy that saved Christmas. It's a harmless special with some memorable characters and good songs, and it does have some nice winter colors. Mickey's Once Upon Christmas. It's Disney, and the stories are pretty charming and makes you feel good inside. The Christmas Toy. This is visually creative and has some emotional moments. Inspector Gadget Saves Christmas. It's a special that's just another Gadget episode, but has a lot of wackiness and Dr. Claw as Santa. What's not to love? Bedtime with Sniffles. It was cute and it had some quiet and silly moments, so this is okay. Prep and Landing. Want a mix between Christmas and Mission Impossible? Then this is it. The Tom and Jerry Nutcracker. The music's good and so is the slapstick. It's one of the Tom and Jerry straight-to-DVD movies I wouldn't mind watching again. Alf's Christmas Special. Let's be honest, we all got teary-eyed after watching this. Christmas comes once a year. It's adorable and has some nice animation, even back then. But I love how the Santa character creates toys out of random stuff he found in the house. The Flintstone Christmas Special. I don't know how they celebrate during the Stone Age, but it's entertaining and a lot of fun. The Small One. Great animation, and it is good as the Nestor the Long-Eared Donkey. The Little Match Girl. It's pretty dark, but at the same time, it can be lighthearted. Now we got those out of the way, let's continue. And the number 1 other Christmas special is Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. Out of all the specials I put on this list, why is this number 1? Well, we had to look at the story. A young otter named Emmett and his mother are running low on money after Emmett's dad passed away. But when they found out that a talent show is in town, each of them decides to enter it and hope to win so they can give each other a gift. And before we move forward, this special was made by the Jim Henson Company, and I have to admit, they did a great job with the overall look of the set, such as the puppets, the locations, and even the choreography. Speaking of which, the songs in this special are actually really good songs, and they do feel like they could have been on an episode of The Muppet Show.
Barbecue, lifts my spirit, I swear that it never fails.
But the reason why it's at number 1 is the relationship between Emmett and his ma, and the ending. They both want to enter the show so they can buy each other a Christmas gift. They want to give each other a Merry Christmas like they did before Emmett's pa died. And the ending is really touching. They didn't really win the talent show, but they decided to improve their performance by combining their songs together to perform In Our World. This got so much attention, the owner of a local restaurant decided to offer them a job to perform on stage, and it ends on a gleeful note. That is a much better reward than they were going for. Despite being low on money and losing Emmett's dad, they didn't give up on their dreams. They somehow turned it into a reality, which is why Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas is the #1 other Christmas special. Do you agree with my list? Are there any other Christmas specials I forgot to mention? Well, leave it in the comments below and please tell me how did you remember them. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe me. I'm Mad Hatter Patrick, and Merry Christmas! Ho 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 ho! Thank you for watching my video. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe me to share your thoughts. And stay tuned every week for a new review and other project. See you soon.